Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, an incredible rescue after a pet dog gets trapped from an avalanche. Plus, a big expansion near Lincoln means more jobs. We'll explain, but first.
We certainly did not wish this to be the current practice that we're going to subscribe to.
Masks are making a comeback at Lincoln Public Schools. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. I'm Rod Fowler. Megan Conway has the night off. With more COVID cases, Lincoln Public Schools making some changes. And it comes just weeks after the original plan was announced. Channel 8's Alexa Skineski joins us live here in the studio to break it all down for us. Alexa.
Yeah, that's right, Rod. The new mask mandate starts tomorrow, and things will look a little different for students and staff when heading back to the classroom on Wednesday after their long winter break.
We promised that we would continue to monitor current COVID-19 conditions during the break. Unfortunately, the numbers within Lancaster County and the entire state of Nebraska and the country, for that matter, just are not cooperating with our original plan.
Nearly 2 weeks after Lincoln Public Schools announced their updated mask policy for second semester, the rules are changing due to current COVID conditions.
We have made the decision to continue with a mask covering mandate until January 28th.
On December 24th, masks were then required for elementary school students, staff, and visitors, citing vaccination rates. Middle and high school students and staff were not required to wear a face covering, but strongly encouraged. But a rapid rise in COVID cases, new variants, and staffing and sub shortages due to illness is sparking change within the district.
As we have always said, keeping our schools open and our kids in person in our classrooms being our highest priority, we do worry that we are going to have a lot of students and staff that are going to be excluded because of the rising numbers.
Starting tomorrow, all students, staff, and visitors will be required to wear a mask inside all LPS buildings and buses, no matter the grade level. That means before and after school as well during activities and sporting events. Keep in mind, students will be returning to the classroom Wednesday. Now, the mask requirement has created mixed reaction. Dr. Bob Rauner, a member of the school board and chief medical officer of One Health Nebraska, is 100% on board with the decision, citing the number of pediatric hospitalizations we're seeing right here in Omaha at Children's Hospital. They're full.
If Children's in Omaha can't take them, you got to go to Denver, Kansas City, which, who wants to have their sick kid transferred to Denver? And who knows whether Denver or Kansas City are going to have any openings either. So maybe you're just going to be stuck. So you could have a 2-year-old in the emergency room in York, Nebraska, and they're just going to have to do the best they can. So that's the situation we're looking at in the next week or two. So,
although not everyone is thrilled, some say to drop these masks or let parents decide, calling the requirement ridiculous and adding it's time to move on. And again, LPS will revisit the mask requirement at the end of the month. With the help of the health department, they're going to reevaluate the rules depending on current COVID conditions.
All right.
Rod?
Yeah, we'll keep people updated on any new developments. Alexa Skineski, thank you so much. Many Nebraska hospitals remain pretty full with COVID patients. In the last week, Bryan Health has actually seen a little drop in the number of COVID patients there. That may be due in part to deaths. 11 people have died from COVID since last Tuesday at Bryan. An ICU nurse there at Bryan Health says it definitely has an effect on healthcare workers there.
Aside from maybe a family member, I was the last voice that they heard. I was the last face that they saw, and it's tough. It's really tough. It's these variants are taking young lives.
Now, Elkin says they are beginning to see patients dying quicker due to the Omicron and Delta variants. Well, today the FDA expanding its emergency use authorization. The Pfizer booster shot now includes 12 to 15-year-olds. ABC's Raina Roy has the very latest.
More protection against COVID-19 now available for more Americans, with the FDA authorizing Pfizer's booster shot for 12 to 15-year-olds. Top agency officials saying the third dose is safe for that age group, adding risk of the rare heart condition myocarditis will be extremely rare.
In the setting of a tremendous number of Omicron and Delta cases in this country, the potential benefits of getting vaccinated in this age range outweigh that risk.
This as millions of children go back to school after the holidays. Cities like Chicago, Boston, and New York tightening COVID safety measures to try and keep everyone safe.
We brought 1.6 million test kits and actually distributed them within a matter of days to all of our school buildings to be able to support both staff as well as students.
Some parents concerned about in-person learning.
I'm worried about his safety, I'm worried about the teacher's safety, and I'm worried about the community safety. And I think we could do it differently, and I'm disappointed that the administration hasn't decided to do it differently.
Other cities like Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Newark are going remote temporarily, with COVID cases skyrocketing coast to coast more than 200% in the last 2 weeks. Now over 400,000 reported a day, more than ever before.
We are definitely in the middle of a very severe surge and uptick in cases.
Dr. Fauci saying the CDC may now update some of its new guidance, potentially recommending people with asymptomatic infections and no fever to get a negative test before ending their isolation at 5 days. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Back here at home now, the largest facility and producer of clean hydrogen in the world is here in Nebraska. In fact, the headquarters are here in Lincoln. They have a plant in Hallam. Monolith just received more than a $1 billion loan from the Department of Energy to expand its services. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez joins us to explain how this expansion will benefit more than just the company. Ariana?
Yes, Rod, the Monolith expansion will not only bring around 260 jobs to their facility in Hallam, but over 500 indirect jobs and around 800 construction jobs to the area. The new facility will be turning hydrogen into a form of ammonia that will be used for fertilizer for farmers. Currently, a large amount of that fertilizer comes from overseas, so bringing it into their backyards will reduce costs and in turn benefit the consumers of the products they grow.
Very tight supply chains for both of these essential products are very real right now, and we're actually at a time when we're seeing all-time high from a price perspective for both products as well. So securing that supply chain right here in Nebraska is really important to our farmers. It's important to all of the tire manufacturers as well, that we're able to secure that right here in the middle of the country in Nebraska.
Construction for the new facility in Hallam is set to start in mid-2022 and be completed by 2025. Tonight at 6, we will explain how this expansion has more economic and environmental benefits for our area.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Ariana. President Biden met with some farm leaders today in Washington via Zoom. A hot topic there, reducing meat prices you pay at the grocery store while also helping farmers and the ag industry.
The pound of beef today costs $5 compared to less than $4 before the pandemic. And here's some historical context. 50 years ago, ranchers got over 60 cents for every dollar a family spent on beef. Today, they get about 39 cents.
So what to do about it, right? The president announcing a new action plan to reduce rising meat and production costs for beef, pork, and poultry farmers. It includes a $1 billion investment for smaller producers. The president says it will give farmers and ranchers more options beyond the giant processing conglomerates. He's hoping it will help shore up the weak points in our food supply chain and also boost the economy. It was a busy holiday season for the Nebraska State Patrol. From December 17th to January 1st, it was the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. And in that time, troopers made 60 arrests for people who were driving under the influence. Also, more than 700 tickets were issued for speeding. And in 63 of those 700, the driver was going 100 miles per hour or more. All right, let's get to meteorologist Malcolm Byron for your first forecast. And it was a cold one this weekend. Warmed up a little bit today, didn't it?
Yeah, it actually felt pretty nice outside compared to what we recently had. Temperatures were actually able to make it up into the 40s. Now, snow generally has a cooling effect on temperatures, but enough of it was able to melt today to inch us up past the 40-degree mark in the capital city. Let's head down to Schoen's Roofing in Beatrice. Here's a live look over the camera down there. Still see a little bit of snow on the ground, but the warm temperatures and sunshine today ate away at some more of the accumulation accumulations. By tomorrow, I think the majority of the accumulations from this weekend will be gone. 38 degrees, that's where we stand right now at Lincoln Airport, 37 degrees in Milford, 40 in Seward, 37 in Firth. Broadening out the view, you can actually see the southerly winds pumping in warmer air from the south, and there's kind of this swath of blue across southeast Nebraska where we have slightly cooler temperatures. That is where the majority of the snow fell on New Year's Day. You see middle 40s in Grand Island right now. They're sitting at 44 degrees. Significantly warmer compared to 24 hours ago, 25 degrees warmer in the capital city. So yeah, it feels quite nice this afternoon. And we had mostly clear skies, a bit more high clouds today, and I think those will persist as we go into the evening hours and for the majority of the overnight stretch. Temperatures will eventually get cooler as a result of the clear skies. 31 degrees by 6 o'clock, should be into the 20s as we get towards 8 and 9 o'clock. But this warm-up is short-lived. It comes to a screeching halt on Wednesday. We'll outline that coming up in just a couple minutes.
All right, thank you, Malcolm. The weather and COVID continue to add to the nightmare situation for airlines and, of course, its passengers. More than 3,000 flights canceled today across the country. Here's more from ABC's Morgan Norwood.
As millions of Americans scramble to return home, the nationwide travel nightmare worsening by the hour. From Philadelphia,
I just want to get home,
to Seattle,
rebooking is over here,
to Minnesota. Airports from coast to coast swarmed with passengers as more than 5,400 flights canceled over the weekend. The D.C. area slammed by winter weather.
Roanoke to D.C., Baltimore, and Philly, 2 to 6 inches of snow. It'll start out wet. The ground is warm, but it'll pile up.
The snow and ice bringing operations to a halt at Ronald Reagan and Baltimore Washington International Airports. The wintry mix stranding passengers from the Midwest to the Deep South.
We had a huge snowstorm, and oh my goodness, they canceled the flight because they were scared that we wouldn't be able to take off.
Southwest Airlines seeing the most cancellations in a statement saying, quote, "There is no higher priority than operating safely." The crush of cancellations complicated even further by staffing shortages due to COVID-19. TSA alone had 2,609 workers out with the virus, and the surge pulling pilots from the cockpit.
Long story short, the original pilot called in sick. They lined up a second pilot who was going to end up maxing out on his flight hours for the day.
And some airlines are even paying temporary bonuses to encourage flight staff and pilots to pick up empty flights left behind by coworkers with COVID-19. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, we did check with the Lincoln and Omaha Airport, their schedules for tonight and tomorrow. At this point, some flights, especially for tonight, have been pushed back an hour or so, but we only found a couple of departure cancellations. As always, best to check ahead. Coming up, a dog gets buried under an avalanche and skiers race against time to rescue him.
Your computer is connected.
Now to that incredible rescue caught on camera in Colorado. A group of skiers racing to save a pet dog after an avalanche trapped the animal in feet of snow. ABC's Janae Norman has the story.
The heart-pounding moment caught on camera as skiers rushed to rescue a dog trapped in an avalanche for more than 20 minutes.
You okay, man? We're coming, buddy.
His nose was probably like 3-4 inches beneath the snow, and his breath had melted a little like hole in the snow. I found him. I could just see the top of his nose.
The frantic moments unfolding the day after Christmas. 22-year-old Bobby White taking out his new GoPro camera with his friend Josh Trujillo to do some backcountry skiing in Colorado. But without any cracking or warning, an avalanche broke. According to a preliminary report on the Colorado Avalanche Information Center, the dog owner was out skiing with a friend and his dog Apollo, seen here moments before the avalanche.
I mean, just did not look like it was very survivable, even for a human, let alone a smaller dog.
After nearly 20 minutes, and as they were starting to lose hope, Josh spotted Apollo's nose sticking out from the snow and started digging frantically.
You okay, buddy? A little scared?
A little scared and very cold, but amazingly emerging from feet of snow unharmed.
When he shook it off, like that was probably the craziest feeling to me. That was pretty miraculous.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
I'm sure most of us are well aware when you have clear skies and snow on the ground, you can see it on visible satellite imagery. And this is visible satellite imagery from yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock. You can see all the white here denoting where the snow is. And I want to show the progression from yesterday to today. So here's the satellite imagery at 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can see a large chunk of real estate where the snow has melted, inching very, very closely to the I-80 corridor. So we have another warm day. We're expecting a lot of melting tomorrow as well. Here's a live look over our Allo Communications camera. You can still see a little bit of snow, but a good amount melted today. We had some high clouds built in, but still mostly clear overall, so there was plenty of sun to go around. And we mentioned in first forecast that generally speaking, snow has a cooling effect on our temperatures, but enough of it was able to melt to push our high temperatures into the 40s this afternoon, topping out at 42 degrees in Lincoln, 40 degrees in Beatrice, but some of the warm spots on the map were farther west towards the Tri-Cities. 50 degrees was the high in Grand Island, 46 in Kearney. So significantly warmer compared to previous days. We're at 38 degrees right now, a little bit cooler. 39 in Beatrice, 38 in Wahoo. Again, still the warmer temperatures closer to the Tri-Cities, 44 degrees right now in Grand Island. For tonight, temperatures should be above average. We're forecasting a low of 22 degrees in the capital city, and I do think we'll be mostly clear overnight. But we have this partly cloudy icon here because the clouds will start to thicken up as we get closer and closer to sunrise. Let's track that with Stormcast. This evening, mostly clear skies and mostly clear, once again, for the majority of the overnight hours, but you start to see a little bit more of these grays and whites around Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Really starting to thicken up as we go in towards tomorrow morning. Tuesday, 8 o'clock, looking at mostly cloudy skies. And those will stick with us, I'd say, through about lunchtime. Then we'll start to see some breaks in the clouds, turning mostly clear for the afternoon. So partly cloudy on average for Tuesday, more clouds in the morning. We should be a little bit warmer tomorrow afternoon, temperatures getting into the 40s yet again, and for some locations farther to the west, like out towards the Tri-Cities, got a good shot at perhaps exceeding 50 degrees. But this warm-up is short-lived. Temperatures are going to tumble on Wednesday. A cold front will pass late Tuesday, dropping our highs to 20 degrees on Wednesday, 10 degrees on Thursday before warming back up into the mid-20s on Friday. But something happens between here and here. There's going to be an upper-level disturbance rolling through, and it's got the chance to bring a couple of snow showers to some in the state of Nebraska. Let's track that with Stormcast here. You can see the snow band setting up over the Panhandle and southwest corner of the state, pushing off towards the southeast. What you'll notice is on Wednesday evening that Lincoln is very close to the edge of the precipitation shield here. So we are introducing a chance for a snow shower, but it all depends on the track of this disturbance. If it takes a more northerly track, Lincoln may see some of these snow showers, but if it takes a more southerly track, snow will be limited to the south and west of the capital city, and Lincoln may end up seeing nothing at all. So this will bear close monitoring in the days to come. Even if we do see snow, accumulations are expected to be light right now, with heavier accumulations mainly off towards the south and west. Here's a look at our 10-day forecast. Again, one more mild day, 44 degrees on Tuesday, partly cloudy on average, but cooler on Wednesday, 20 degrees there with some evening snow showers possible. But again, the better chance being south and west of Lincoln. -1 degrees on Thursday morning, our coolest day out of the next 10, Thursday afternoon with the high of 10 degrees. Warming back up to the 40s on Saturday with a small hiccup, cooling back down on Sunday, but then it looks like we will turn significantly warmer going into next week.
I was going to say 30s and 40s. All right, thank you, Malcolm. A big day on Wall Street today. The Dow was up 247 points. NASDAQ gaining nearly 188. We'll be right back. Finally tonight, a group of tram passengers spent New Year's Eve at a very sticky spot, trapped thousands of feet in midair. Jeremy Roth has tonight's Take a Look at this.
As many were ringing in the new year in high spirits, a group of people in New Mexico were gathered at a high altitude, and not by choice. 21 passengers in a Sandia Peak aerial tramway car became stuck, dangling thousands of feet in the air on New Year's Eve. Most of the group were employees leaving from a mountaintop restaurant for the night when officials say icy conditions on the tram line caused the car to stop suddenly, leaving the occupants trapped in frigid temps with no heat for more than 12 hours.
We got real close and a lot of hugging, and and just making sure everyone was okay.
Bernalillo County officials were able to get the group supplies and eventually executed a rescue plan where passengers rappelled from the car one at a time and were then choppered to safety. For those involved, what would normally be a 15-minute ride turned into a New Year's overnight they're not likely to forget.
15 minutes turned into a half hour. The half hour turned into an hour. It was an experience.
And while those passengers were staying up, New Year's celebrations were going down. And it wasn't just crystal balls descending at 0 hour. Here's a few of the more unique New Year's drops. In Wisconsin, it was a cheese wedge for cheeseheads in Plymouth. For Pennsylvania peeps, a 400-pound peep made for sweet celebrations. For folks in Fort Lauderdale, it was Anchors Away. And in Georgia, former President Jimmy Carter celebrated with a personal peanut drop, sealed with a New Year's kiss from former First Lady Rosalynn. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
All right, time to get an updated check on your weather. We warmed up a little bit today, and Malcolm, you say one more tomorrow before things change.
That's correct. Slightly warmer tomorrow, and then temperatures will take a tumble as we head towards midweek. This evening, still mild for this time of year, 29 degrees by 8 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Malcolm. World News with David Muir is up next. We'll see you back here for more news, weather, and sports at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we build each mattress specifically for you right here in our locally owned store. We can even make his side different than hers, backed by our lifetime.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is